We are out here in the wide open spaces in the pasture where your cattle are grazing back here in the background. So Hannah, tell me a little bit about the types of cattle you raise and a little bit about the pasture management.
Yeah, so we have a mixed herd. We have some red Angus cows, and then our other predominant breed is Key Angus, which is a mixture of Chiania and Angus. And Chianias are known for really good tenderness gene, and then Angus are known for their good beef. So they make the best beef out there.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then when we manage our pastures, we use a rotational grazing system. So it's not good to overgraze a pasture. We want it to continue growing, and so we actually rotate them in between two pastures, or we split this one in half actually, and rotate them once a week.
Let's talk a little bit about Nebraska beef. You said you were an ambassador,
yes,
right? So tell me a little bit about that and what people can expect when they get beef from Nebraska versus somewhere else.
Right, so a lot of cattle in Nebraska are out here like ours are most of their life. They spend the majority of their life out grazing these green, lush pastures. And once they reach weaning time is usually when they go and either go to a backgrounder where they are focusing on growing those cattle up, and then eventually they'll transition to that corn-fed diet in a feedlot. The corn-fed diet really pushes them to have that great quality of beef that you taste and know from Nebraska.
Hannah and her family feed cattle like other Nebraskans, but they also dry age their beef, something you usually find at a high-end steakhouse. Hannah brings it to your kitchen table. She shows us the finished product in her on-farm beef room.
So I have all the cuts here. This order is separated already. We have a T-bone steak.
That looks beautiful.
A ribeye steak.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I like those big steaks.
The marbling is beautiful.
Right, in a New York strip. And the marbling is really what we go for these, for cuts too.
Some ground beef.
Right.
What's your most popular product, or is it a mixed bag?
Mostly a mixed. Yeah, so those ribeye steaks are really popular, I think, just because they are so big. That's the wow factor.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a wow factor. I'm like, look at that. It's crazy big and thick and beautiful.
Yes, that's the goal. When people open their box, I want them to be like, wow, this is a great gift almost. So
I saw one of the things that you have is dry aged beef. Tell me a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, so dry aging is like giving a fine cheese or wine time to mature. It's the natural enzymes in the beef actually break down the muscle tissue, and it makes it a lot more tender and flavorful and higher quality because of it. So we're big believers in dry aging. And our steaks are also like 1.25 inches thick here. So like we talked about, we want them to have the wow factor and really be a delicious meal.
Yeah, they look like they're a delicious meal. I mean, I'm not joking when I say my mouth is watering. I can't even smell it. It's not cooked yet. It's still frozen.